Good afternoon. I declare open this graduation ceremony. Can I ask you all to please take your seats? Friends, colleagues, most importantly, graduating students, welcome to this Ulster University graduation ceremony. Let's start by raising the roof for our class of 2024. Let's try this. Class of 2024, let's raise the roof for your family and friends. Lastly, a round of applause for the Ulster University academic staff. Thank you all. My name is Dr. Colin Davidson, and it is my honour and my privilege to serve as Chancellor of Ulster University. It's also a true privilege to preside here today. The informality of the warm-up does not reflect the seriousness with which we as an institution view your graduation day. This is simply the most important day of the academic year. The day when we all come together to celebrate you and what you have achieved. This day marks the culmination of years of hard work, perseverance, and growth. It is a day that will forever be etched in your minds as a moment of triumph and new big beginnings. Now, today isn't about me, but it's personally meaningful for me because I graduated from Ulster University 33 years ago, possibly to the day. And I'm preparing for what I was wanting to say today. I wondered what advice I might give my 21-year-old self as he stepped off the stage back in 1991. So if you bear with me, I'm going to speak to my 21-year-old self, offer him a bit of advice, and maybe there's one or two things that you might pick up as well. There's 5 points. First point, you define the meaning of success for yourself. Success means literally to succeed in something that you set out to achieve. That could be journalism, teaching, English. It could also be being a mum or dad. It could be a carer. It's up to you to define what the meaning of success is for you. Don't let the financial and power-driven definition of success sway or influence you. No matter what you do, set out to do it excellently, and you'll have a chance of success. 2, success is dependent on your attitude to failure. We all fail. I'm an artist, and believe me, I fail day in, day out. I just choose to let you see what I want you to see, and believe me, I fail. Your attitude to it, will you give up or pick up and continue? Interestingly, the lessons are all found in the times that we fail, not in the times that we succeed. Failure is not the end, it's often just the start. I read a great quote. If you quit now, you'll end up where you first began. But when you first began, you were desperate to be where you are now. Think of how true that is when you look back. 3, use yourself as your benchmark, not the work or achievements of your heroes. Only you can be you. What's the point in you being in the mold of someone else? I know myself that I have aspired in my career and my practice to be as good as people who I admire, that my work might reach the heights of their work. But what if you're destined to move in another direction? What if you are destined to achieve more? You'll miss out if you have the benchmark set at the level of somebody else. I would encourage my 21-year-old self to use the work he did yesterday. The person, he was yesterday, to be his benchmark. Improve on that today. Great quote from Robert Greene. Always stick to what makes you weird, odd, strange, different. That's never been an issue for me, believe me. That is your source of power. It is the stuff in ourselves that we find ordinary, which others can often find extraordinary. 4, nothing exciting happens when we are in our comfort zone. I find that to be true. We all, of course, it's comfortable. It's easier when we are in our comfort zone. Being out of our depth, out of our comfort zone, can be frightening, scary. Sometimes we don't know what we're doing, but that is where the exciting things occur. That's possibly where the opportunities for growth are. And I'm quite sure all of you here today have experienced being out of your comfort zone in preparation for your exams. George Adair said, everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Don't let fear stand in the way of progressing. 5, possibly most importantly and simply, be where you are, not where you think you should be. As Van Morrison said, it's always being now. And right now, we are thrilled and honoured to be in this room celebrating with you all. Now, the secret of all this is, I'm speaking to myself as I am now. I still have to remind myself every day of those things. I still haven't learnt those things, but I daily try to grasp them. Graduates, your time at Ulster University has equipped you with the knowledge, skills and perspectives needed to make your mark on the world. I hope it has also given you the friendships, the connections, the memories and the experiences that will support, encourage and inspire you in whatever you choose to do next. As you step into your futures, please carry all of this with you. Family, friends, colleagues, university, academic staff, they too join in your success. And it is an honour for us to be here, acknowledging your achievements here today. In closing, let us reflect on the words of William Butler Yeats, who wisely said, "Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire." I sincerely hope that your time at Ulster University has ignited a fire within you, a passion to learn, a curiosity for discovery, and a drive to make a difference. This fire will guide you as you step into the next chapter of your lives. So, class of 2024, believe in yourselves, because here at Ulster University, we believe in you. Thank you very much. So, in accordance with the wishes of the Senate, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer honorary degrees, and other academic distinctions of the University of Ulster on those named in the conferment list approved by the Senate. I now call upon Professor C. Wright, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, to present Eamon Malley for the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters. Professor.
Chancellor, colleagues, graduates and friends, Ulster University awards honorary doctorates to individuals in recognition of the outstanding contribution they're making in their chosen field to our society. We believe that receiving honorary doctorates those receiving honorary doctorates are inspirational role models for our students and for our staff and partners. They're people we can all look up to, whose work, values and passions can inspire us in our own personal and professional lives. In this context, I'm truly delighted to present Eamon Malley for the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters. Eamon Malley is quite simply a titan in journalism. Eamon's contribution to the story of Northern Ireland over the last 5 decades has been one of profound impact and enduring significance, marked by his insightful commentary and fearless reporting. Eamon's illustrious career was profoundly shaped by his educational journey, particularly his time at Trinity College Dublin. At Trinity, Eamon honed his intellectual rigour and developed a deep appreciation for the power of words and ideas. The vibrant academic environment and the rich tapestry of historical and cultural influences at Trinity provided the perfect backdrop for Eamon to cultivate his passion for storytelling and critical analysis. Throughout his studies, Eamon demonstrated an insatiable curiosity and a relentless pursuit of knowledge. His education at Trinity College was not just about acquiring information, but about learning to question, to probe deeper, and to understand the complexities of the world around him. This laid the groundwork for his future endeavours in journalism and writing, enabling him to approach each story with a nuanced perspective and a commitment to uncovering the truth. Throughout his illustrious career, Eamon has become synonymous with the art of storytelling. His writings have not only chronicled the events of our times, but have also offered deep insights into the human condition. As an author, his books stand as monuments to meticulous research, nuanced analysis, and a profound understanding of the complexities that shape ourselves and the world we live in. His journalistic pursuits have spanned decades and continents, and he has interviewed many of the world's most prominent and interesting figures, including President Bill Clinton, President Mandela, Mother Teresa, Princess Diana, Margaret Thatcher, King Charles, and I could go on and on. On his UTV series, Eamon Malley Face to Face With, he sat down with people from all backgrounds, from Carl Frampton and Patrick Keelty to Jamie Dornan and Lisa McGee, giving us, his audience, a thoughtful and authentic insight into the lives of his guests. Eamon's work as an author has enriched our knowledge and understanding, not only of challenging subjects such as the Northern Ireland's troubled past, but also of art and culture. Whether delving into the intricacies of war and peace, exploring the work of artists such as Basil Blackshaw, or sharing his own collection of poetry, Eamon's writings have made an important contribution to our literary heritage. He once said, "Journalism is about bearing witness to truth, standing firm in the face of adversity, and giving a voice to the voiceless." That quote encapsulates the essence of his career and the values he embodies. It serves as a reminder of the critical role journalism plays in our society and the profound responsibility that comes with it. I'm sure Eamon would say that he has not been alone on his journey, and he would pay tribute to the support his family, and in particular his beloved wife Detta and children, Ciara, Laura, Kate and Michael. And we're delighted to have Eamon's family with us today. You're very welcome. Thanks for being here. Graduating students, Eamon's journey offers invaluable lessons. Firstly, pursue your passions with relentless dedication. Whether in journalism, English, history, education, or any other field, it is the passion for what you do that will drive you forward, even in the face of challenges. Secondly, never compromise on your integrity. In a world where truth can sometimes be elusive, standing firm in your principles will earn you respect and trust. Thirdly, embrace the power of storytelling. No matter your profession, the ability to communicate effectively and to connect with others is a really powerful tool. And lastly, remember to listen and to give voice to those who are unheard. Eamon's career has shown that true impact comes from amplifying diverse voices and fostering meaningful dialogue. As you step into your future, carry with you the understanding of each story, each voice, because all have a potential to change. Eamon, thank you for your tireless pursuit of truth, your unparalleled storytelling, and your enduring contributions to journalism and literature. Your legacy as a journalist and author will continue to resonate for generations to come, reminding us of the power of words to educate and to inspire. Chancellor, in the name of the Ulster University Senate, I present Eamon Malley for the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
Eamon Malley, in the name of the Senate, I present you the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa. Let's move out to the front. Professor, thank you very much. I now call upon Professor Connolly, Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Executive Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, to present candidates.
Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in English Literature, Judy Avalon Bennett. And for the degree of Master of Arts in Journalism, Nathan John Hylands. Kiva Clements. The degree of Master of Arts in Teaching of English to Speakers of Other Languages, Emma O'Reilly. Holly Doherty. Janatul Furdus. Sabiha Tarafta. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Art and Design, Moya Louise Clements. Kaylee Marie Devlin. Shannon Lee McCafferty. Rachel Catherine Isabella Moore. The Postgraduate Certificate in Education in English with Drama and Media Studies, Therese Catherine Conway. Molly Diane Corney. Evan Marie McCants. Danielle Eileen McKee. Megan Margaret McKee. Alicia Jude McKeever. Claudia Sonia Mills. Sarah Sharp. Sophia Catherine Simpson. Rachel Patricia Woods. The Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Geography, Rory Joseph Connolly. Eve Gilmore. Laura Teresa Grugan. Grace Hagan. Sarah Henry. Catherine Sheila Hutchinson. Hannah Lauren Irvine. Kieran Gerard McCann. Michaela Tess Quinn. Kayla Jane Thompson. The Postgraduate Certificate in Education in History, Kyle David Briscoe. Keelan Leaper. Jordan Louise Lennon. Stephen Liggett. Sarah McCulloch. Jonathan McLeister. Ethan Mitchell. Jordan Murta. Ross David Swan. The Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Home Economics, Alison Ann Donachie. Rona Catherine Donnelly. Rebecca Louise Hall. Hannah Jude Hayes. Emma Lynch. Jessica Sarah McComb. Iona McGlinchey. Jessica Newell. Hannah Diane Noble. Tara Lee O'Hare. Ciara Marie O'Rourke. Victoria Patton. The Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Music, Alex Eileen Annett. Catherine Elizabeth Collins. Abby Victoria Gillespie. Philip John Kerr. Marie-Therese McCartan. Emma Poots. Moya Sweeney. Emily Watson. Postgraduate Certificate in Education and Physical Education, Morgan Amy Louise Beggs. Paul Boyle. Michaela Doherty. David Drips. Jonathan Hewitt. Owen Kenneth Gallagher. Ashleen McAnulty. Rona McGoldrick. Matthew Edgar Morrow. Julie Evelyn Treaty. The Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Primary Education, Timothy Warren Agnew. Maria Ann Bryson. Megan Crone. Olivia Joy Crooks. Georgia Doreen Ferguson. Laura Friars. James William John Fullerton. Sean Hugh Harkin. Jacqueline Highland. Eva Christina Jackson. Alexander Nicholas Gemfrey. Emma Philippa Johnston. Emma Jane Marks. Emma Jean McDowell. Emma McElroy. Connor McHolland. Cormac Murphy. Stephen Martin O'Hagan. Claire Quinn. Dara Quinn. Kevin Small. Chloe Spear. Rebecca Molly Thorpe. Leslie Anna Elizabeth Tosh. Laura Jane Valentine. Caitlin Welsh. Zoe Worry. The Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Technology and Design, Connor Baker. Ronan Vincent Hollywood. Aoife Leonard. James Patrick McKee. The degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in History and Diploma in International Academic Studies, Thomas Dillon Barr. Dylan Doherty. Ewan McComb. The degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in History and Diploma in Professional Practice, Ethan Davis. The degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Journalism with English and Diploma in Professional Practice, Sarah Grace O'Grady. The degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in English, Ashleen Sian Doherty. Victoria Forsyth. Mary Elizabeth Gardiner. Eleanor Laura Gray Bryce. Ren Madison Kirkpatrick. Emily Schmidt. Zelda Ellen Snedden. Neil Francis Waring. Fran Collins. Anna Hamilton. Sasha Lenny. Lewis Scott. Caitlin Jackson. Connor Daniel McGrath. The degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in English and History, Caitlin Brona McGill. Moya O'Donnell. The degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in English with Education, Ashleen O'Neill. Abigail Campbell. Rona Doherty. Zoe Johnston. Jessica Laird. Jodie Rosalind McCord. Holly Roundtree. The degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in English with History, Natasha McElwain. The degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in History, Tom Black. Matthew Allen Haycock. Sarah Elizabeth Linden. Dermot McGuigan. Matthew McKeown. Caitlin Elizabeth Minnis. Paul Andrew Shelvin. Ethan Twaddle. Evan Andrew Robertson Wright. Rory Byrne. Emily Crooks. Niamh Dennehy. Colin Michael Graham. Aaron Michael Dillon Greer. Craig Hannah. Joel Michael Jenkins. Adam Philip Johnston. Madison Leonard. Josh Mallon. Charlie Hal McPherson. Adele Margaret Niblock. Tammy Russell. Cameron Margaret Wilson. Mark Emery. Caitlin McGill. Rhys McCandless. Ben Roberts. The degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in History with Education, Holly Lyons. Hannah Rachel McCulloch. Joshua White. Naomi Joy Beattie. Ava Gardner. Nina Rose Poeg. Jack McAllister. Turlock Quinn. Leo Williams. The degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Journalism, Lily Wang Busby. Nathan Edgar. Keeling Fleming. Anna Kane. Craig Kirkwood. Thean Podrick McLaughlin. Adam Mahood. Joel McCalmont. Harry McGoldrick. Sean Geroyd Moyley. Holly Elaine Watson. Rhys Bowden. Thomas Ewing. Sarah Harkin. Cahill Gerard Hockey. Ryan Brendan Holmes. Dylan Kerrigan. Shay Eamon McCauley. Holly Anastasia McFarland. The degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Journalism with Education, Christian O'Hara. The degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Journalism with English, Hannah Mary Jane Hillis. Jill Murray. The degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Journalism with History, Vincenzo Scapatici. The degree of Bachelor of Sciences with Honours in Interactive Media and Diploma in Professional Practice, Sarah Gagan. Joshua Keys. Ellie McDowell. Ryan Redmond. Thomas Wilson. Ebony Grace Alexander. Pak Hei Chan. Jack William Marshall. Sarah McGarrity. Niall McKeown. Dara McNamee. Noble Monsey. Jamie Stewart. Aoife Gallagher. Sam Gibbons. The degree of Bachelor of Science of Honours in Interactive Media, Hayden McKinstry. Cameron Clark. Kyle Cochran. Adam Thomas Johnston. Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates from the Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences.
Thank you, Professor. I now call upon our honorary graduate, Dr. Malley, to address the congregation on behalf of those who have been presented. Doctor.
You know, I was thinking of passing the hat around here. You know, this is a good gathering. I think I do quite well. The reality is, I don't want anyone to think that my offering the hat to collect a few shillings is any reflection on the profession into which lost you. Ah, well, it's a good start. I don't want it to be a reflection on the career which I chose. Ar an céad dul sios, ba bhfuil mo bhuíochas den ollscoil, chun curú a hochtan seo chun ómas a hortstú. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you to the university for giving me this honour. Not in my wildest dream did I ever think I would be honoured like this. But I am grateful. My family is very grateful, and I'm glad that my wife, who's been loyal to me, who stood by me during all those long hours when I wasn't at home and looked after the family. She was beautiful when I met her, more beautiful inside, and she's still beautiful. And I'm so pleased that she's here today. And my son's here, his wife Melina, and Jared, my son-in-law, and his little pet, Kate, and Rory, our little prince. Unfortunately, Kira is not at home at the moment. She's in Barcelona, and Laura Kate couldn't be here. She lives in another country down the road. Now, I'm not going to talk academically about journalism, fellow journalists. I'm going to get straight to the point, because I want you to understand, no matter where you are in the world, even if you have the best story in the world, it's no good unless you can get it away, unless you can get the story out to your news desk. So there are practical dimensions to journalism which I would like to bring to your attention. One of the most important things about being a journalist is getting to know the person on the door wherever you are, whether it's Downing Street, whether it's at the Vatican. Get to know the person on the door. And I'll tell you why from a practical point of view. If you get to know the person on the door, you may well establish if the very person upon whom you're waiting is in the building. I remember we stood at the Maze prison during the hunger strikes for 7 hours waiting for Cardinal O'Fee to come out of the building. He'd gone out another gate and was at home having his tea in Araceli, and we were still standing in the cold foundered outside the Maze prison. So knowing somebody on the gate or knowing somebody on the door is critical. Now, whether you are interviewing a Secretary of State or a Prime Minister, I want to give you a basic, useful piece of information. These guys like lording over small people like you and me. And if you go into their office to interview them, quite often they want to remain behind their big desks with all the paraphernalia and the trappings of their office. I did never play that game. I invited them onto the middle of the floor, out onto the middle of the floor. I took 2 chairs and adopted the love seat position, like that. My interviewee is there, and I'm here. My microphone up their noses. When you take them out from behind the desk, you're removing them from their power base. When they're behind their desk, they feel they're in control and have the power. My advice is get them out onto the middle of the floor, get them parallel to you. Their power base has been removed, and you take some of the control. The fourth critical point I want to make is this: learn to interview properly, whether you're a writing journalist or whether you're a broadcasting journalist. It's a fundamental necessity if you want to be successful in journalism. You have to learn how to interview. You have to be thinking all the time. You have to be all the time listening. And your questions must be sharp and crisp and to the point. Remember, the people most of the time you'll be interviewing are people who are accountable, probably to the community, to the public, politically, medically, church-wise. And if you could, if possible, know the answer before you ask the question. Now, how do you know the answer before asking the question? I'll advise you, go and do your research. Get to know the people working closest to them. Contacts means power. Contacts are everything in journalism. And everybody's relevant. Nobody is irrelevant. And it's how politicians use people who are sometimes unfortunate. I remember being outside the Democratic Unionist Party headquarters in East Belfast. And there was a man there, just as Mr. Paisley was approaching, and he was not in good shape. He had a lot of drink in him. And he clapped Mr. Paisley on the back and he said, "Keep it up, big man." Mr. Paisley came into the press conference and he roared to us, the press. He says, "The man in the street says, keep it up, Mr. Paisley, keep it up." Mr. Paisley learned from the man in the street. So don't ever look down on the person in the street, stop and talk. You just don't know what you're going to learn. Now, I think, generally speaking, that the state of journalism today, particularly broadcasting, is not in a very healthy position. And the reason why I think it's not in a healthy position is because people aren't trained properly to interview. And I would advise you all, if you get an opportunity, to advance your careers through doing further research on interviewing and the technique of interviewing. I'm not saying, you may well do all that now here in the university, but I'm only saying out in the world in which I lived, it was something I had to learn as I moved along. If at all possible, be mindful of one thing, and I'm going to conclude with this. Journalism is very, very addictive. It's like a drug. It's in your blood. And I'm just appealing to you, informed by my own experience. Don't let the job own you. Don't let the job own you. There's more to life than work. So I would advise you all, try and balance your life. Don't let journalism take over your life. Now, sometimes news desks will drive you, but you must remember of the people around you and the people who need to be visited and all of that. So I'm not going to add very much more to it. I've had a very, very good life as a journalist. I loved it. I loved it. I was addicted to it. It was tough at times. I was away from home quite a lot, and I traveled quite a lot, but I had a lot of enjoyment meeting all these people all around the world, in Ethiopia, Syria, and the US, and Gibraltar, you know. So, fellow journalists, good luck to you. And if you ever want to have a conversation with me, get in touch with me. I'll give you the best advice that I can. And God bless you all. And to the university, I want to say in conclusion, thank you very much indeed for honouring me here today. And maybe I can do something in return for you down the road, whether it's in the arts, whether it's in this field of politics, whether it's to give you some lectures here and there. I would gladly do that. I didn't expect this. I still don't know who is behind this particular honour, and that's fine. But thank you very much indeed. And to all you graduates, think of the parents. Think of the parents and families and the sacrifice that they made for you to be where you are today. Don't forget what your parents did for you. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much.
Dr. Malley, thank you very much indeed for those practical words. And indeed, there's plenty, as you would call it, of gold in there that can be gleaned. I now call upon Jessica Laird, a new graduate in the Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, to propose a vote of thanks. Jessica.
Good afternoon, Chancellor, academic staff, class of 2024, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. I am honoured to be speaking to you on behalf of the students here at Ulster University. Today is a day of celebration after years of hard work. So I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate every student here on graduating. And I would also like to extend a thank you to everyone else here today and those watching online for providing help and support to students throughout their university journey. A journey that was made up of many late nights, fueled by caffeine and mild panic, cramming sessions in the library to finish an essay or to study for a test, and perhaps the odd moment or two of questioning our life choices. However, although there may have been many stressful times during university, there were also moments of pure, unadulterated joy which cannot be replaced or replicated anywhere else. Moments such as the first time meeting classmates on the first day of first year and bonding over the most random topics, stressing over what to write in an essay, and of course, sitting in the bridge, people watching, gossiping, and laughing about the shenanigans going on in all our lives. I didn't know what to expect when starting off at university, but all I did know was that it would be different from going to school before. For me, starting university became the chance to develop my interests and love for my favourite subject. Growing up, I was always studious and I loved English lessons in school and reading, so it's safe to say I was a massive bookworm. I enjoyed nothing more than reading whenever I had free time. Particular favourites included all Jacqueline Wilson books, anything by Enid Blyton, and of course Harry Potter. When I would read, I would become totally engrossed in the world of the book, and I would imagine myself right alongside the characters, sharing in their adventures through the pages. And though there may be some people who don't share the same love for reading as I do, we all have something we care about and take great joy in. For example, it could be playing a musical instrument, playing a sport, or acting in plays. Having passion and drive for something is what makes us human, and we should never let anyone take away the joy we feel in something we care about. The importance of not letting anyone take away from the joy from something you love is something I've learned over the years. For everyone in the world is different and unique. So as a result, everyone has different interests and sets of skills. So no matter what your interests are, you should not be put down or mocked for what you enjoy. There's a wonderful quote from Taylor Swift that perfectly sums up why you should never let someone take away from what you enjoy. She states, "The worst kind of person is someone who makes someone feel bad, dumb, or stupid for being excited about something. I don't think you should have to apologise for your excitement." My excitement and love of books and reading never went away as I grew up, and I never stopped reading and enjoying English lessons as I went through school. And it was my love of reading and English that led me to choosing my degree here at Ulster University. To me, the wonderful thing about university is the fact you get to develop your knowledge in an area you're passionate about, and you can use the skills you've gained through your degree and apply them to the working world. There's also the added bonus of getting to meet so many people within your degree who enjoy the same things as you, but they can be so different from you at the same time. This makes for the most wonderful connections and unique friendships formed throughout the course of university. Not to sound cliché, but I really have made friends for life thanks to my degree, and I am grateful for each and every one of them. I would like to take this opportunity to extend a thank you to the deans, lecturers and support staff here at Ulster University. Without the staff making the effort they do and doing so much for the students here, the experience at Ulster University would not be the same. On a personal note, I would like to thank my lecturers from the English department and the Education department for playing such a big part in making my time at university what it was. In particular, I would like to thank Dr. Kate Byrne for believing in me enough to nominate me as student speaker for this graduation ceremony. Like every student here, I would like to thank my family for providing help and support whenever it was needed. I would like to thank my mum and dad for always keeping things real with me and for mostly listening to me ramble on about what I learned at university that week and different essays and presentations I was working on. I also can't forget to mention the friends that have been made alongside everyone here throughout their time at Ulster University. Friends made here at Ulster University through completing our degrees, or friends who we remain close to from childhood and secondary school, or friends made from work. Each played an important role as part of the crucial support system needed throughout university. I would like to say a massive thank you to my own friends, both here in university and outside, for always being there for me, mainly when I was venting about how stressed I was over applying for PGCEs, preparing for interviews, and of course, writing essays. Finally, I would like to thank my fellow graduates here today. I want to thank you all for working so hard to get here. Today is about all of you. It is about all of us celebrating the end of our journey at university and moving on to a new stage in our lives. Some, like myself, will be completing a postgraduate programme. Some will be moving into the world of work, and some may be taking time out to travel and explore the world. Before I conclude, I would like to say I hope everyone graduating today made the most of their time at university, and you have no regrets about your experiences here. Though there are ups and downs throughout university, that is a reflection of life. So we cannot let the downs hold us back from achieving anything we want to. So it is important to grab every opportunity with both hands and to not be afraid of the unknown or the challenging. In the wise words of Nelson Mandela, the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. I thank you all for listening.
Jessica, thank you very much indeed for those wise words. Something to really spur us on, I think. And thank you all too. I wish you all the very best. I now declare this graduation ceremony closed. I invite the new graduates. Okay.